Ravens tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Raiders 20, Ravens nothing.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8.
At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyree Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. DeAndre Carter. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you take it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, check out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey,
at the
report.
41-yard line.
Yeah. You changed it.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles. And there he goes, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Throwing, O'Connell. Slant to Adams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. O'Connell's throwing for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. The kick by Carlson is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
13.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Complete at the one. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Open man, that's Renfro. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw here, O'Connell rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down. Well, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. He'll buy some time right. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's O'Connell. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
O'Connell from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. O'Connell. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Runs over him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. They'll roll him out right. That is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.